Hi, I'm Lori. Welcome to my apartment. Want to talk today about turning the big 50. I'll be 50 here pretty soon. I don't really feel 50. I'm glad to be alive, but I'm a little bit dreading it, if I'm going to be honest. You don't want to be old. I guess I don't feel like my spirit's old, but my body, I don't know. I'm getting wrinkles, I guess. So, and I've got, some grays, a decent amount of gray hair, and kind of have an internal battle of whether just to go completely gray or to color my hair. And for a while, I did the spray where you can just color it and it kind of paints your hair, and then I looked in the mirror and I thought, well, I don't really look like myself, so I decided not to color my hair. And which I'd just be doing it myself because I have so much to do. It cost me a fortune at the salon. So but I have a box, and I thought about doing like little highlights just to cover this gray because it's starting to bug me. It's becoming a little bit too much. Probably for the last week, every day I've thought, well, I should go ahead and do that. Go ahead and color my hair. So, but I haven't done it yet. So I don't know why it's such a big deal. It's one of those things where I never knew where I stood with it. I thought it was cool, whatever other people wanted to do, but I guess there's not really guidelines. And sometimes I think it's easier if there were, like, you do this at this age, but I don't know, the rebellious part of me probably wouldn't follow those. But most people my age do color their hair, so, and if I don't like it, I don't have to keep doing it. Now, I have colored my hair, like when I was younger, I would get, it takes blonde pretty well, so I get like blonde highlights. And I did those washout colors quite a bit, but that was before all the pink and the blue and all that was in style. Now, when that first came out, I thought that was really cute, and I really liked that. But they look better in darker hair, so I haven't done those. But I've seen people that have like purple underneath here, and I kind of like that, like the darker purple, if my hair would hold it. My sister Abby that passed away, she colored her hair multicolored, and it looked really good, but she had a different coloring, like a darker coloring than I have. But my highlights that I have in that box would just be like red through here, which my hair has some strawberry blonde in it, so I think it would be, good. I think I've said through my life that I don't really care about my hair, but I kind of do now, though I don't really do anything with it, but I do kind of like it. I like the length of it, and it takes pretty well if I do try to do anything with it. So I like it natural here, but I don't like the grays, all the grays. I started getting gray when I think it was 29, when I had my second child. I don't know, maybe there was something wrong with my thyroid, I don't know, but I didn't really go to the doctor back then. But my hair fell out through here. I was breastfeeding too, so I'm not for sure if it was thyroid or it could have been stress. I was pretty stressed out then. But this part of my hair fell out. When it grew back, it grew gray. But then, you can pluck them out, but then they start sticking up kind of like little antennas, like, look at me, look at me. So, but they kind of grew out, and I don't know. I don't really know. Also, how does a 50-year-old act? I mean, I'm just gonna probably just be myself, but I'd like to be able to relax when, I'm home alone. And then just be smarter with my energy. My sponsor says I burn up energy foolishly. I don't, and that makes me tired. And people that talk continually about their problems for a long period of time and won't let you get a word in, that really drains me and drains my energy. So I like to be more conservative, I guess, with my energy, which I'm already kind of selfish, but I just kind of need to balance those things out. I'm willing to help people, but people have to help themselves too. It's good to be able to vent and get somebody else's point of view, but if you're around people that there's always something wrong, and I used to be that person. I really did, but that's really no way to live. And I just wanted to complain. Sometimes you just want to vent and you don't want, you're not looking for solutions, I guess. And I thought that was the way to go, but now that I focus more on solutions, or to get a different point of view of maybe I'm not seeing things correctly. Like if I'm having conflicts in some kind of relationship or dynamic, maybe somebody else has a point of view and has a different life experience that could show me that, hey, well, maybe it's this, or maybe I could just talk directly to the person. But yeah, those kind of things, kind of navigating different dynamics, relationships. I've learned to laugh at myself a little bit more and be a little bit more comfortable in my own skin. I'm fairly comfortable in my body, and I think just my experience as a woman, I guess I'm menopausal. I don't know exactly where the cutoff line, or perimenopausal, that means when you stop having your cycle, you don't bleed once a month. But it's just weird because, for a while, like it's really bad right before it kind of stops, and then maybe had a cycle once a year, and just going without it and then going back to it, just how that plays on your emotions and the way that you see yourself. And the month that I would have my period, I would be more insecure and more I don't know, hard on myself, hard on my body. I don't know, just like my whole thinking would change, even though I was working the same recovery program. And then like this month I ovulated, and I can feel when I ovulate, and then how that affects your behavior towards like the opposite sex, and just in general, it's strange. Like to me, like when I ovulate, it feels like it's almost like a manic episode, even though, I mean, not that far where it's, I don't know, but I have lots of energy, and then I don't sleep as much, but I'm more likely, to flirt with people, those kind of things, and I think that men can kind of sense that. But then I go back to not having a cycle, and then I just kind of feel normal. So, but I don't know, it really plays into, and I have to question, some people's like bipolarism. I mean, I don't know, I've not been diagnosed with it, but, maybe I could be, but, when I would ovulate, I could feel it because it's like a pinching in here, and I planned both pregnancies, so I knew I could, and I only got pregnant when I would plan them because I knew when I ovulated, because I could, I don't know, it's just kind of a strange feeling, and then you get, kind of the euphoria, and I don't know, I guess you would attract attract the opposite sex or your partner or whatever, and you're nicer, you have more energy, you're full of life, and then when you're actually on your period, then you, I don't know, just tired, and right before you're grouchy and all that, and then you cycle through that every month, and then it goes on for years and years and years. But people my age, I've talked to women like right before I did the transition, and a lot of people go on antidepressants, and I don't know, I do have seasonal depression, but it's not real heavy, and it doesn't even last 2 weeks. Like right now, the sun's shining, and I'm going to go look at plants, and I love plants, and I've been taking it easy because of my back, and if I can rest and don't stop my mind a little bit, and just kind of have gratitude, and the depression's not that heavy, but I can't always say that, because some of it is hormonal and chemical. But one thing that I do want to do is and I need to do that today. I started back on the vitamin D. Now I've been taking that, and then I stopped, which is stupid, but I forget to take it. I forget all about it. And I don't really drink too much milk because I've become a little bit lactose intolerant, and that's no fun at all. So I can't have a lot of milk, and it also makes me real mucusy. But I want to get some omega-3 supplements. I kind of had an idea that might help heal my brain. I guess from all my alcoholism. When I was in the halfway house, I learned that it takes about 5 years for your brain to recover. Now, I'm older than a lot of the people, not a lot, but most of the people that are in treatment, or at least were at the halfway house or have been in the halfway house. So, I don't know, mine may take a little longer. I still have gaps where I feel like I should remember things and I don't. I remember weird things that I don't really need to know. Like I can remember my 12-year-old friend, when her birthday is. I can remember like orders at work, like what somebody usually gets, and I just, I can remember all those things, but sometimes I just space it with other things, like words won't come to me, and I'm okay with that. Sometimes it's a little bit embarrassing, but like I said, even to be embarrassed, I've been alive so long that most of that's okay. Sometimes you feel silly when I feel silly if I feel like I should know how to do something real basic. And, sometimes I'll avoid it. The post office, I didn't go to the post office and mail a present for someone. I ended up just ordering something else online because I didn't really know what I needed to do. So I just avoided it. Even told someone, and she offered to help me. But I didn't end up doing it. But I need to do that. It's just kind of uncomfortable. I feel kind of silly. I even asked someone, I felt comfortable, but I felt comfortable with the person that I was asking. Like, I don't know how to do this. What do I need to take? They have boxes, right? You can buy. Do I take my own tape? And I didn't want to make 2 trips, so I didn't do it. I ordered her something else, and she ended up loving the present, so that was good. And part of me wanted to keep that present anyway because it's kind of awesome. Hopefully I can get her one next year and actually mail it to her. But it was like a little glass, I don't know, kind of looks like a little miniature snow globe, but the snow doesn't move. But it looks like it has blue sparkles in it. It almost looks like either a snow globe or like a crystal ball. And it's real cute, and I end up keeping it. So that's kind of selfish too. But I'm kind of getting all over the place here. But yeah, 50. I don't know. I didn't think I'd live this long. I'm glad that I'm alive. Glad that my body made it through. But I didn't even think I wanted to live past 50, which is, I didn't know what was past 50. I'm around a lot of people. People in this area, they live pretty long and they function really well. I don't know if there's something healthier, or maybe the water is healthier, or there's less pollutants. I'm not for sure what it is. But they tend to live longer and not as sick, functioning. I'm around people that are in their 90s and function pretty well. So maybe they're young. Yeah, they're young at heart, I think. And I think they have good relationships too, good friends. So I tend to isolate, so that's a good reminder. And I have made plans with friends, and in recovery, a lot of people get sober in January or February, and so there's kind of a lot of events, and so I'll be going to those too. But I'm doing that polar plunge for my birthday, so I haven't decided where I'm going to do it at, but somebody has to go with me. The person that was going to go with me, I don't think can go with me now. But I'll find somebody to go with me so I don't get hypothermia, or I don't know. So I don't know. I love the water, but I don't know if I'm going to love the water. I'll be screaming, I guess. Yeah, I'll be screaming. So I don't know if anybody will get in with me, but that's okay. That's okay. So, but I'm getting ready to go shop for plants. So I'll talk to you later. All right. That's all I got. Bye.